as we're all looking forward and looking around and trying to keep up with all things AI and all the changes, constant changes in our business, uh, my topic might seem a little out of place, but I think it actually, I want to share my screen if that's all right. Every era, even today, is loaded with opportunities for using nostalgia and opportunities for emotional connection, even in business to business. And I'll talk a little bit about that. But emotional shortcuts to trust. People are more likely to engage with brands that remind them of positive memories, familiar experiences, or meaningful life moments. Nostalgia lowers skepticism and increases emotional receptivity because the audience already feels a connection before the sales message even begins. And to April's point, it could be something we all disliked, the schoolyard bully. I mean, whatever it might be, it doesn't have to be warm and fuzzy. Uh, Through nostalgia, brands become more than products. The strongest nostalgic brands are woven into personal stories, childhood, family traditions, milestones, hobbies, or cultural moments. When a brand becomes part of someone's identity or memories, loyalty becomes far more durable than price or convenience alone. Powerful during uncertainty. If ever we lived in an uncertain time, it's right now with where will AI take us? How do we all, I like to say that every time I'm uncomfortable with change or disruptive periods, that we're in a never quit learning business. It's a never quit learning world, and there's no downside to that. So nostalgia is also a comfort zone. In the midst of all this change, we faced change before. When we wrote the history of our 40th anniversary for the agency, I went back to how we started back in what seems like ancient times, 1984 in the first Apple commercial. And it's George Orwell, it's everything. There was no accident. I mean, it was huge coincidences or serendipitous to their marketing message of Apple. But uh, anyway, the changes have been constant since 1984, since we started. Uh, you got to balance heritage with relevance. And so where are we going now? That's where we've been. That's how we got here. Where are we going now? Um, and in Don Draper's presentation, back to my opening slide right here, he even went back to the Greek root words of nostalgia and explained what that meant, but that he described it as I'm no Don Draper, by the way, obviously, but delicate but potent, calling it a twinge in your heart, far more powerful than memory alone. And he gave the name of the Kodak projector, the carousel, a time machine that takes us back to a place where we know we are loved. And I mean, the tears were flowing from all these executives in their suits. Uh, and it just was, to me, it was a visceral demonstration of how he tapped in. Even the name carousel, because those slides went around with that click and a hum, and they rose up and they went down. And so the carousel name was beautiful.